What's up, everybody? This is Reverend Guns, and today we're going to be taking apart and cleaning a CZ75 SP-01. First thing we want to do anytime we handle a firearm is do a safety check. So we want to press this little button right here. When you do, the magazine will pop out. We do not want any cleaners or solvents on this, so we're going to set this aside far away from our cleaning station. Second thing you want to do is cock the slide back all the way and push this button up to lock it into place. Just like that. Then you want to look down into the barrel there and make sure there is nothing in the chamber. You'll see an empty hole sitting there. We now know this is safe to take apart and clean. So we're going to go ahead and press the button to uncock the slide. You'll also notice the hammer is back. We don't need it back, so we're going to go ahead and press the trigger to decock it. That is not the only way you can decock it. You can also do it by holding the hammer all the way back, pulling the trigger, and letting it slide forward. That's how you do it with a hammer. So, to take it apart, you're going to see back here on the back of the slide, there's a notch right there, and a notch on the slide itself right there. We want those to line up. So the easiest way I found to do this was to half cock the hammer like that. And when you go to line those up into place, it kind of stops you there. So you know you've got it. And that's important because on the other side, right here is the button you need to push through to detach the slide. So I'm going to hold it back, and this is a tough little button, and I'll show you why when we get it out. You'll need something to kind of tap that out with, so I'm just using the end of my my brush handle here, and you'll want to, it's going to take a good whack, so get something that's not going to scuff it up or scrape it when you do it. But now you see the button is no longer sticking out. Holding it back in that same position again, it'll allow you to pull the pin completely out. And you'll look on here, there is a groove in the center, or not center, but on one side of this lock. That's what you're trying to pound past when you smack the other side to unlock it. At this point, we can just slide the whole slide off. Got the frame, we've got the spring and guide rod, and we've got this one's suppressor ready, so you need to make sure you take off the cap on the end of the barrel here. And now it'll allow you to pull the barrel out. So these are the parts we will be cleaning today. I'm going to take my gun cleaner real quick and give everything a quick spray down. Make sure you get inside the barrel too. Alright, now while that's soaking, I'm going to show you what I've got sitting here. I've got a soft bristle brush. It's got a little detail end on it for crevices and small areas. I've got a harder bristle brush for the stubborn carbon that likes to stick on there. I've got a little screwdriver, which I don't need for this pistol. I have some gun oil. I have a gun oil rag. I have a 9mm barrel brush. I have a slotted cleaning rod, which we'll use to clean the rest of the inside of the barrel. I have some patches for the inside of the barrel, and some Q-tips sometimes come in handy. We'll see if we need it for this one. So, first thing I want to work on, personally, is the barrel, because this is really the only thing that matters on how you do it. I do not go in through the muzzle end of the barrel. We do not want to chip, ding, dent damage this in any way. So I always go in from the back. And yes, that means two things. So stick it in from the chamber side, just how the barrel would go through. And you know what? That's not long enough. We are going to need a longer rod. So get something with some length on it if you need be. Go in from the chamber side and scrub it. As you're doing it, you will feel it gets smoother. That's just you breaking apart all the carbon that's inside there. Brush came off. Do that a few more times just to make sure we got that scraped out. Now we'll take our bristle brush and go around and clean everything you possibly can. Threading, little corners, any grooves. Get the little step for the guide rod spring. Make sure you get the feeding ramp real well. Get the entry to the chamber. And get the end of the barrel. And now I will replace the brush with the slotted cleaning rod here, because we're going to finish out the inside of the barrel. Now, I usually grab 2 patches at a time, and I do that because it makes it a little bit tighter inside the barrel and gives it a nice hard wipe down as you're cleaning it out. So again, we're going to go in through the chamber side, push it through, gives it a nice hard wipe. Right, when we take this off here, you're going to see all that black on there. That's what we're trying to get rid of, all that crud. So we're going to keep doing that until we get it clean. Now, it'll never be a white sheet when it's clean. It'll be a slight gray. And so just keep doing it until you don't see any more black on it. And this could take a few times. This could take 5 or 6 times. Just all depends on how dirty it was. As you saw from that last set, it was pretty dirty. That was quite a lot of black stuff on there. So, take this off, take a quick look at it. Oh yeah, a lot less on here. We'll do it one more time for good measure. Pull it through. See that? No more black on it. So barrel is now clean. We'll give this a wipe down. Get the rest of the residue we just brushed off. And the barrel is now clean. The rest of it, you can pretty much go at it as you please. No particular order, rhyme or reason. You just want to give it a quick brush down. Just to break off anything that might be on there. And then wipe it off. Let's do the spring next here. And then wipe it off. Okay, now we're going to do the guide rod. Make sure you get the end of it well. And wipe it off. Now we'll do the slide. Kind of get in all the crevices you can. You definitely want to get inside the slide rail here. You want everything to function well, nothing to hang it up from performing its action. So get a brush down, get around the striker plate real well. Just kind of get everywhere you can. You're not going to hurt any of it. This is why I don't use any of the brass or the metal brushes, because I don't want to scratch anything up. Make sure you get that extractor here real good. That gets dirty a lot. And you can kind of go through and hit your grooves. Brush everything off. This has long grooves on it, so get that out of there. People got dirty fingers, they'll get dirty. Get around the sight real well. Alright, now we'll wipe that off. Get down in all the crevices, everything you just brushed. Get down in the grooves here. I'll wipe off the striker plate. Alright, that's looking good. And last to clean is the frame. And just kind of brushing everywhere, just breaking it loose. Make it easy to wipe off when we're done. And you can go over the rest of it. Another reason why I use a bristle brush, just so I know I'm not going to scratch up anything. Do the grips if you'd like. This cleaner's not going to hurt it. Do the trigger guard. We'll get in here and do the trigger. Alright, looking pretty good. Give that a wipe off. Wipe off everything you can, anywhere you just brushed. Alright. Now it's time for some lube. Get your gun oil. I've got a little rag. Pour some on. We'll start with the guide rod. You'll want this to have lubrication on it because the spring goes up and down on it. We'll do it on the slide lock, just on the pin itself. Make that easy to go in and out when you go to do this again. On the slide, you want to do inside the slide rail, and the bottom's not going to hurt either, so we'll do the bottom of the slide rail inside, and anywhere you can see little rub marks or wear marks, those are places it's either touching the barrel or touching the frame. We want to make sure there's lubrication there so it'll move freely and not get hung up on anything. Then we've got the barrel. I do the whole length of the shaft. Now this one's a threaded barrel, so I'm not going to do the threading itself. We don't need to lubricate that. Just make sure it's clean. And we're looking for any type of wear marks that you see. You see the barrel's got a couple wear marks on here. You want to make sure all those areas are lubricated because that's where it's rubbing up against the frame. On the frame, we'll do the same thing. You want to do where the slide goes. And any other place you see wear marks. There's some wear marks right here, so we're going to hit that. There's a wear mark there, and right there. Now you've got everything lubricated. So let's put it back together. If you got the slide sitting like I do here, you'll take the barrel, and it's got a step here, giant step, that'll be facing upward if you have the slide just like I do. So it'll slide into the hole, and you will push it backward. You can take the thread cover here and screw it back on. Not tight, just till it stops, okay? You don't want to damage the threads. So you just spin it till it stops, don't tighten it. We will take the guide rod spring and guide rod. It doesn't really matter which end you put it in, they're the same size. Just know that the side with the black end is what's going to be attached to the step here. It's going to sit on that step just like that. So we will put the spring end that doesn't have the black cap and stick it in the hole that is right below the barrel there. Slide it in, and you have to compress it to get it to that step. Once you got on that step, it locks itself into place, and it is now level and flush with the slide. Now we put the slide back on the frame. This slide rail runs through the whole length of the frame here. So the little grooves you see here, I feel like I missed a spot, so I'm doing it. It's just gonna stick right on, and you push it all the way back, okay? It's going to kind of lock into place, but again, if you have the hammer cocked halfway back, okay, it'll allow you to pull that slide back till it stops. You take your lock pin here. It only goes one way. It's what that little square is matched up for. It's got a little square on the back of the lock pin here. Stick it in and press. And it snaps into place. Now it is back in its original position. Everything's functional. looking good. Let's take a clean rag here and give this a final wipe down. Alright, and there you have it. We have just disassembled, cleaned, oiled, and reassembled a CZ75 SP-01. Thanks for watching. I also offer the online course to get your Texas license to carry a handgun. It's the 4-hour class broken down into segments and saves you progress so you can do it at your own pace. After completing the course, you will be able to print your certificate. Then, it'll help you locate an instructor close to you, no matter where you are in Texas, so you can complete the shooting portion of the course. This is all certified by the Texas Department of Public Safety. Check it out at reverendguns.com. If you have any questions or comments, please add them below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more firearms education.